Hi. You can find us on YouTube and Facebook as well if you'd rather stream there.
Yep. Yep. How are you guys? It's been a while. Yeah, last week we did a live show in Spanish. So Christina did. And I guess last week, right? Last week. And today we are going to do in English. Good. So it's winter time finally. Yeah. So every morning when I check the weather today, the air condition is good. However, the temperature went down pretty much every day.
At night it's below 0 Celsius now.
Yeah, something like
Freezing every night.
Yeah. But as long as there's no wind, it's okay. When it comes to wind with like a lower temperature, it makes the Korean weather, the winter weather, scared. How are you? So we just published our new school's video, Dongguk University.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you like that. We worked hard to make the video better and better. So it takes a little bit more time than our expectation, as always. But I believe the video, 4 minutes video, give you, like the basic information as well as the teachers' feedback and also student feedback and how the campus look like. And also we are going to put more videos about the Dongguk University later on. So basically we interviewed students from Dongguk and teachers from Dongguk, and the video that we've launched is the part of the video. So later on, maybe during the next week or following 2 or 3 weeks more, we are going to give you more. So from the interview that we did, we framed like with the longer version for each kind of, like, for example, one video for class, one video for like this student, the other video with the Korean body, what it is basically and what benefit they have. So we will have like more upcoming videos about the Dongguk. And yeah, so today the live show is more likely about the Dongguk University, as well as if you have any questions about the live and study in Korea, we can answer your question. And before we go into the Dongguk details, this video will be about like 30 minutes, like 1 hour, up to 1 hour, pretty much. And before we go to the Dongguk video, we want to give you like a heads up for the March 2020 applications. So Nathan, can you tell them about the application and the March deadline and what else? Study trip information, because we launched recently the autumn course for 2020. So you will have planned for basically a lot of time in advance. Which one do you want to go next year, 2020? Because all the study trip has like a limited spot to give you like quality trip and quality course and everything. So can you?
Yeah. So if you want to start studying in March 2020, then you need to start submitting your application documents now. I know I probably have a bunch of you talking to me, or maybe have taken some time to get your documents to me. For a lot of our schools, they're going to start processing in December, so next week. So especially if you want to go to Dongguk University, then their deadline is the 27th of December. However, they'll start processing documents like next week, like the start of December. So it's really important to submit your documents as soon as possible so you can get a spot, because spots are always limited. Even though the schools do accept a lot of people, if you submit like very close to the deadline, you run the risk of not getting a spot. For other schools, like our new school, Dongguk, you have until January, but again, they may start processing documents during December. That's true for like Hanyang University. So for those that are trying to get in for March 2020, it's very important that you submit your documents as soon as possible. And if you have any other questions about the application process or need more information about the schools themselves, then just let us know. We're going to talk mainly about Dongguk University today, but if you have other questions about like living and studying in Korea, then of course you can let us know. And there was a question earlier, are all the classes in English? No, you're going to be taught in Korean. So all the courses for our partner schools, they teach the Korean courses in Korean even from the beginning. And I think you have heard that throughout our many videos we've done and all the other interviews we've done about the schools themselves and the class observations and the interviews with students. These are for Korean language courses and you're taught in Korean.
Like 98%.
Yeah, 99%.
Yes.
The only reason the teacher wouldn't use Korean is if there's maybe some like Konglish word or something like that. Otherwise, you're in a class with a bunch of people that don't maybe not even speak English or may not speak your native language. And you may not speak their native language. So it's to everyone's advantage to just use Korean rather than try to use another language.
I mean, it's beneficial for you at the end of the day, you know, to learn from the basic, from the level 1 to study and to learn with the Korean and by the Korean. It gives you like a faster environment for you to use and learn the Korean basically. Hello, Jessica. We miss you too. So when you will come back. Yeah.
So yeah, leave your questions or let us know what you want to know about Dongguk specifically. Otherwise, I guess, study trips. So for the study trips, the deadline coming up is for the spring trip, which is in January, or the deadline is in January and the trip is in April. So be sure to apply for that very quickly. And the deadline is for application and payment, like full payment. So if you apply like during January, then be sure to pay as soon as possible. When you apply, you'll pay an application fee. And then after that, you have a couple options to pay the fees, the rest of the fees. So I know a lot of you have paid the application fee already. And then you need to make sure you pay your invoice by the deadline, preferably before the deadline.
So when Nathan said about the deadline for the long-term or study trip, it's not just only like sending us documents. So you need to send us documents first, and then we check. Of course, we check everything is okay, and we send those to the schools, and school check, and then school give us like invoice, and then you need to pay the invoice, and then it's like done. So deadline means not just only sending us the documents, but also payment done as well. So that's why we always encourage you to, contact us as soon as possible, even though, you are thinking of like next December or even next September, now preparing now would be, it's better for you, and better for everything. So that's why we always encourage you to contact us now to get help. And our help is like free. You guys don't need any payment, don't need to make any payment. All right, anything else? Really. Okay, so I want to introduce more about the Dongguk program. Of course, as you can see on our description box from the YouTube and Facebook, if you leave your email address, we are going to send the brochure for 2020 Dongguk Universities. So please leave your email below of the Dongguk promotional video, so that we are going to by December 1st, right? By December 1st. So by this Sunday, please leave your email so that we will send you the Dongguk brochure 2020 next Monday or Tuesday. So you will have like all the information. Of course, if there's another information about the accommodation and other like studying in Korea, living in Korea, we can help you still. So today I'm going to give you brief like strengths or characteristic of the Dongguk University, because it's relatively new school, as well as we like in 2 years, 3 years, this is new schools that we want to work with. So we did lots of researches, as well as we visit there and we met all the staff. And as you can see, we interviewed our the student at Dongguk, so they are happy about the course as well. But still, if you have any questions, not just on the Dongguk, but also in general, please leave a comment in this live show, and we will get back to you later or on time. So first thing I want to tell you about the location. So as you can see from the promotional video and our actually Instagram post, the Dongguk University is literally in the center of Seoul. So from the map, you can see, you can easily go to like the famous Myeongdong or famous N Tower. Literally, you can see the N Tower on the campus, nighttime or daytime whatsoever. So you can easily move here and there very easily with the subway or like bus, many ways. And also, if you want to go another city like out of Seoul, then the Seoul station is also very close by, maybe 2 or 3 subway stops. So the location is very in the center, so it's easy to move and go to the famous places. Second thing would be the tuition fee. So when you see our school page, the tuition fee, you can see tuition fee is similar to other school. However, the tuition fee is including the textbook and the insurance, which you will need it if you want to study over 6 months.
And that's like health insurance.
Health insurance, which every school requires in order to study. So the tuition fee is like 167만 원, pretty much 15 US dollar, $1,500 per term. But it's including the textbook as well as the health insurance fee. So it's like cheaper than any other school. And the Dongguk University has dormitory you can use. There's no limitation, because some school has a limitation or some school has a limited spot, but I'm pretty sure you can, stay there while you are studying. So that's another beneficial. Of course, for example, if you want to study like 1 year and then you stay in the dormitory for 3 months and 6 months, and you can, find your place by yourself, or of course we can help you. So having a dormitory option is beneficial. Those who never been in Korea, then it's easy. Another thing is the scholarship. So when it comes to scholarship, I want to always be careful to saying the scholarship. But some school says, let's say like a Dongguk and our partner school has scholarship. When it comes to scholarship, it means that you need to study first, and if you get certain score or certain like attendance rate, then school will give you like a small amount of scholarship for the following term. So Dongguk has 3 things. So if you are good, like first place from the class, or if you improved a lot, or if you like this term, then there is certain things. So you will get like couple of bucks for the scholarship for the following term. So in order to get this one, you need to work hard, be on time, study hard, and very punctual. And then, of course, you need to stay with a classmate well in the classroom. So that's benefit. And other school might not have it, other school may have it, but this school has three things. So if you want to know more about it, you can always ask us. But once again, it's not like same concept of scholarship that you think. It's like you need to register first, pay the first, and then if you are good at the school, then you will get it later.
You basically get like a small refund on the tuition already paid. You don't get a direct discount on
Tuition
the tuition itself. So let's say you study for 2 terms. During the first term, you are the top student in your level and you have perfect attendance. Then during the next term, they'll refund you some of the money you've already paid, because in order to study, you have to pay in advance. So you're not going to get an initial discount. You have to kind of earn it, as Eddie described. And it's not a lot of money, maybe 10 or 20% of what you paid. So it's not something that you can necessarily rely on, because you have to either be the top student, or you have to have perfect attendance. Maybe you get sick, maybe something happens. So yeah, we encourage you to be financially ready to live abroad and study abroad when you decide to do so.
So so far we have 4 things that I told you. Location is good, and tuition fee is cheaper because it has including the tuition and the health insurance fee, and also dormitory in the campus, and also scholarship. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave your comment below, or you can always email or contact us. Okay, so let's move on to another. There would be 4 things more, or 3 things more. Sorry, 3 things more. So same as some school has like their own textbook, and the Dongguk is one of them. Not every school has their own textbook for the Korean course. So the Dongguk textbook was developed by the teachers. The teachers are teaching in the Dongguk University now. So they know the curriculum, they understand the curriculum, so they developed their own textbooks. So that's another beneficial, because first thing you need to do in Korea through us is studying. Studying is always the first thing, so that you improve your Korean skill, and that there would be more opportunity when you are in Korea. Even working, or like make friends, or like even like buying something from the stationery shops, or like restaurant. Studying the Korean is always first one. So that having a good curriculum, having a good textbook, having a good teacher is always critical. And the Dongguk is one of them. That's why we want to work with them. So they have their own textbook developed. The other thing is that they have extra classes. So out of the regular course, they have like 3 different extra classes, such as pronunciation classes. And if they are not good with the Korean alphabet, they are always like extra classes. Third one would be, they have the study room. So in the study room, when it comes to like test, like midterm or final term, there will be the teacher in the room, and then you can ask private question, one-on-one. Of course there would be many people, but you can ask to the teacher what you are, the questions that you have. So for example, you are level 1 or 2, I wanna know this grammar, because you are not really follow, then you can ask her or him in the study room. So these 3 things, extra classes, is not you need to pay for it. So if you wanna go there, just go there and then get help without any cost. So that's another beneficial, which I never heard from the other school. And the last one would be the documents. At the end of the day, you need to prepare all the documents, submit to us, and then the school will give you yes and no, and then a visa letter or invoice. But compared to any other school, I believe we have easiest documents to study at Dongguk University. Of course, for the details, you can ask us what to prepare, but it would be much easier than the other school. But of course, there is critical things about the bank balance and the education file, but still it's like easier. So if you wanna, study at Dongguk, from this December would be a little bit tight, but from next March you can study and you can get help from us to study at Dongguk University. So I picked like 7 things at that overall. So first thing, to recap, first thing is location, and second thing is tuition is cheap, dormitory, and like 3 scholarships that you can get, and textbook, which means the education quality is good, and also extra classes if you are willing to get help from the teacher for the extra classes. And last thing would be the documentation. Preparing documents are a little bit easier than any other school. So with these 7 things, I want you to have a look again to our promotional video. And if you want to study there, please email us at any time so we can give you more details. And last, once again, if you leave your email below to our promotional video, not this video, promotion video, emails, leave your email so that we will give you 2020 Dongguk brochures either on next Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, that would be all from the Dongguk University. Yeah. And any other questions here and there? Okay, let's check. Nothing. Okay, cool. This is easier. And it's Friday, Korea. Now it's 11 a.m. 11 a.m.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. I guess that's it for today's live show. Thanks for watching us. Thanks for joining our live show, live streaming. Still, like we are here to help you all the time, not just only for the Dongguk, but also other schools. And also during the December or early next January, we are thinking to expand our service, not just only language courses, but also the other services that we are planning. So stay tuned. It's going to be like huge differences, but like much beneficial. It could be another option for you to stay in Korea and study. So stay tuned. We are going to launch when it comes to like more details, when more like
It's finalized.
Yes. So we work hard not just only the current service, but also we are going to give you more options to live and study. So
don't forget to watch the promotional video for Dongguk. You can see it on Facebook or you can see it on YouTube
and Instagram.
Oh yeah. And yeah, leave a comment with an email, or if you don't want to post your email, then just let us know by December 1st if you'd like to receive the brochure and more information. And yeah, I'm sure we'll bring you more content very soon about Dongguk. We did a lot of videos, and of course the promotional video is just one edit, and we have other, of course, content we can share with you going forward. A lot of you have already asked about Dongguk and have told me you want to start very soon, which is great. So as I said earlier, please be sure to fill out your forms and email me your documents as soon as possible. There's no time too early, so even though the deadline is January, of course, the sooner you email me your documents, the sooner I can answer your questions or tell you what else you need to submit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all about it. And I hope you guys have like great evening or morning or afternoon, Friday or Thursday or Saturday. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.